Welcome to the deep dive. We know there's just a flood of information online, right? It's overwhelming.
It really is.
And getting your own message heard, that feels like a huge challenge these days. So our mission today is to really unpack the world of SEO content writing. We're going to look at how using words strategically, really deliberately, can be like a shortcut, to cut through all that noise and make sure your content actually reaches the right folks.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think what often gets missed is that SEO writing, well, it's not just some technical chore.
Right.
It's really this blend. It merges creativity with data. It's kind of an art, actually. An art that uses search science to connect people with information they genuinely need, answering their questions. It's about being helpful first.
Helpful and discoverable.
Yeah.
So if you've ever wondered, how certain websites always seem to be right there at the top of Google, or maybe how to make your own online stuff, your website or blog, actually count for something.
Oh, definitely not. I mean, keywords are vital, of course, but
Yes.
the source stresses using them appropriately, naturally, so they actually help the reader, not just tick some box for a machine.
That feels like a really important distinction. Get that right. And the payoff seems pretty clear for anyone, online, business, or individual.
Huge benefits.
Yeah, like increased visibility, actual traffic from places like Google.
Organic traffic, the best kind.
Exactly. And just a way better chance that your message lands with the people you actually want to reach, being there when they're looking.
Precisely.
Okay, so we know what it is and why it matters, but how? How do we actually get our content to, perform better? Our source dives into the specific things search engines look for, the ranking factors.
Yeah, the signals.
And it highlights three main ones. Keyword density, we'll come back to that, page length, and how flush your content is.
Those are definitely foundational. And if we zoom in, the source really singles out one element as super critical.
Which one's that?
The title tag.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, this isn't just some label. It's that main text, the headline, that shows up bolded in Google results.
Right, the blue link usually.
Exactly. Or when someone links to you from another site, it's basically your content's front door sign. And the source gets specific. Keep it short, like a few words, definitely no more than 70 characters.
70 characters, that's not much space.
Nope. And it needs to have keywords related to the page's topic, but still be simple and make sense to a human.
It really is the first impression, isn't it? That little bit of text, someone scrolling through search results, that title is probably the decider. Click or keep scrolling.
Totally. It's like a mini headline ad for your page. You've got maybe a second.
Yeah, I remember seeing a client once whose page title was just like services. That's it.
Oh, yeah. Big missed opportunity there.
Huge. So, okay, title tag is critical. What else?
Well, supporting that is the subheading, or sometimes called the meta description, though the source here focuses on it as a subheading guideline too. The advice is similar. Keep it concise, 1-2 sentences maybe, max 160 characters. And again, include relevant keywords. But here's a key point. What's in that subheading or description? It should really match what's actually discussed in the paragraphs on the page itself. Consistency.
Ah, right. So it sets the expectation correctly, guides the reader.
Exactly. Builds trust, helps the user and the search engine quickly grasp relevance.
Okay, that makes sense. So we've got keywords in titles and subheadings. What about in the main text, the actual article or page? The source seems to push for a more natural feel here, which I like. It says, make sure you use keywords in your first paragraph, but don't overdo it.
Yeah, no stuffing.
Right. Use them naturally within sentences and put a few at the beginning if you must. It sounds like flow is important.
Flow is crucial. And to give that some structure, the source talks keyword density. It suggests aiming for around 2-4%.
Okay, 2-4%. What does that actually mean in practice?
It means about 2 to 4 keywords for every, say, 100 words. Oh, wait, sorry, per 1,000 words. My mistake.
Per 1,000. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you have a shorter article, maybe 300 words, you'd be looking at maybe 3 or 4 different unique keywords worked in naturally. But, it's less about hitting an exact percentage these days.
Right.
And more about ensuring your main topics are covered naturally. Search engines are smarter now. They understand synonyms and context. So think of 2-4% as maybe a rough guideline, not a strict rule. Quality first.
Quality and relevance over just counting words. Got it.
Exactly. It's about truly addressing the topic.
Okay. Now, what about how long the content should be? The source mentioned page length. It says something about needing a mixture of long-form content and shorter posts. And specifically, that articles should be maybe around 300, 500 words.
Right. And this raises an interesting point. Why that 300, 500 word count for articles?
Yeah, why? Seems a bit short sometimes.
Well, according to the source, shorter pages generally take less time for search engine algorithms like Google's to index.
Indexing, meaning?
Finding your page, processing it, and adding it to their massive database so it can show up in search results.
Ah, okay. So shorter is faster to get into the system.
Potentially, yeah. It can make them eligible to appear in searches quicker. So there's this balance, right? Provide enough good info, but don't make it so massive it takes ages to get indexed or overwhelms the user looking for a quick answer.
So for some topics, shorter and focused is actually better.
Can be, yeah. Especially for very specific questions.
Okay. And structuring that content. Within those, say, 300, 500 words, any advice there? The source is pretty direct. Keep paragraphs short, 2-3 sentences max.
Short and punchy.
But then it adds a bit more detail. Each paragraph should still have its own main point, like a topic sentence.
Right.
And maybe total 4 sentences overall per paragraph.
Yeah.
So concise, but still structured.
Exactly. And the why behind that is all about readability, especially online. People scan.
True.
Paragraphs are like the basic building blocks. They need to be easy to grasp super quickly, the source suggests, within like 2 or 3 seconds.
Wow, that fast.
Yeah. If someone can't get the gist of a paragraph almost instantly, it's probably too dense. You risk losing them. Short paragraphs just work better for keeping people engaged, especially on mobile screens.
Makes sense. Keeps the flow going. So we're getting all these technical tips, title tags, density, length, paragraphs. But it's easy to forget the main person in all this, isn't it?
The user, always.
Yeah. The source brings us back to that. Don't forget about your audience. It really hammers home thinking about their questions. What are they struggling with? What do they need to know?
Yeah.
And addressing that early.
That audience focus, it's not just, a nice to have, it's absolutely fundamental for good SEO. When people feel like you get them, that you're answering their real questions.
Yeah.
It builds trust. They understand things better. They're way more likely to stick around, maybe sign up for something, maybe even buy something. Understanding user intent, what they're really looking for, that's the foundation everything else is built on.
It's the human connection behind the search query.
Perfectly put. Are you talking at them or with them?
Right. And this whole digital world, it changes so fast. Content can't just sit there forever, can it?
No way. Static is death in SEO.
The source definitely emphasizes that. You need to regularly update your website with fresh, relevant content. Keep it alive.
Yeah, that reinforces the old saying, content is king, but maybe it's fresh content that's king now. It signals to Google and others that your site is active, current, still a valuable resource. Oh, and speaking of signals, while we hit title tags hard, the source also mentions meta descriptions. Worth just touching on that again.
Okay, yeah. What about them?
So they don't directly influence your ranking position like a title tag does, but they are super important for getting people to actually click on your link once they see it in the search results.
So it's the little snippet of text under the title.
Exactly. Think of it as your ad copy for that page. A really compelling meta description can massively boost your click-through rate, your CTR.
And a higher CTR tells Google.
It tells Google, hey, people who see this link tend to click it, which signals that your page is probably a really good match for that search query. That can indirectly help your rankings over time. It's about winning the click.
Winning the click. I like that. So, okay, let's try and pull this all together. What's the big takeaway for someone listening? This deep dive seems to show that doing SEO content, writing well, it's not just tweaking words. It has this ripple effect, right?
Absolutely.
Higher rankings, sure, but that leads to more visibility, more of the right traffic.
Qualified traffic.
And that ultimately means, well, growth. Being able to succeed online, whether you're a small blog or a business like the ones mentioned in Austin, Texas in our source, it's about making your digital voice heard strategically.
Yeah. And if we zoom out just a bit, it's really about understanding that these techniques, these tips we discussed, they're powerful, but they work best when you combine them with genuine empathy for your audience.
Empathy and strategy.
Exactly. It's about knowing the rules of search engines, but using them to genuinely connect people with the answers and solutions they're looking for, bridging that gap intelligently.
So maybe the final thought for you listening is, what really stood out to you from all this? How about you look at your own content now? Maybe even go back and tweak some existing stuff. Or when you write your next piece, how can you use these ideas right from the start?
Give it the best possible chance.
Yeah, give it a much better shot at actually being seen, being read, and making an impact. Go make those words count.
Austin Code Monkey delivers expert web design and SEO services for businesses that want more calls, more leads, and more jobs. Our SEO strategies ensure your online presence keeps growing and bringing in results. For more information, call 737-932-7532 or visit our website at austincodemonkey.com.